Hey everybody, welcome to your practice. We're going to be spending this session looking at hip and hamstring opening. So let's get started. We're going to begin cross-legged and I'm going to be doing mirror image to you for these seated positions. So if you'd like to start by crossing your right shin in front of your left. And bring your left hand down to the floor a few inches away from you, turning the inside of your elbow out. Reach your right arm up, breathe in. And then as you exhale, reaching your arm overhead, stretch towards the wall at the left. Lift the chest, breathe in. And if you'd like to go further as you exhale, bend your left elbow either to or towards the floor. Keep the right sitting bone grounded, breathe in. And exhale. And then make your way back up to centre. Taking your hands in front of you, breathe in, lift your chest. Exhaling, fold forwards from your hips. Inhale here. Exhale, relax through the neck. Breathe into your hips, inhale. And exhale. And then make your way back up to sit. And change sides, so left leg in front of right. Right hand to the floor, away from your body, palm down, inside of the elbow turning outwards. Reach the right arm up, the left arm up, breathe in. Exhale, extend the arm overhead. And again, you can either stay here into this, opening into the side waist, or as you exhale, you can bend your right elbow as much as it feels appropriate for you, feeling that stretch through the side waist of the body and keeping the left sitting bone grounded. Take an inhale. And exhale. And then come back up to sit. Hands in front of you, breathe in. Fold forwards as you exhale. A couple of cycles of breath here, inhale. Exhale. And again, breathe in. And exhale. And then walk your hands back. Leaning back into your hands, release the legs just for a moment. And we're going to take a couple more hip stretches here. So let's bring both legs around to the right, setting up for Gomukhasana. Stack the right right leg on top of the left. And if this feels like it's just too intense, then instead you can place your right ankle on your left thigh, left foot flat to the floor, and then slide the hips in until you feel a stretch in the hip joint. Otherwise, if you're okay, right thigh stacked on top of left. Ground the right sitting bone down, inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you breathe out, start to fold forwards from your hips. Now these early stretches may feel quite tight, quite tense, so just be really careful that you're not pushing ahead. Inhale here. Exhale. One more cycle of breath, inhale. And exhale. And then as you're ready, make your way back up to sit. Changing sides, so repeat whatever you did on the other side. So left leg on top of right for Gomukhasana, or left ankle on the top of the right thigh for your variation. Hands come down, breathe in, lift the heart. Exhale, begin to fold forwards. And this side will feel different from your right side, so be mindful of that. And just work carefully into each stretch, breathing in, exhaling. And again, inhale. And exhale. And then make your way up to sit. Release the legs. And then let's transition here onto all fours. So if you like to make your way up, then take your hands shoulder width apart. Draw your shoulders over your wrists, draw your knees under your hips. And as you inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhaling, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And as always, just walk your heels up and down in your first downward dog of the session. So just start to work out the kinks. Continue to breathe in a rhythmical, even, steady rhythm. Breathe in and breathe out. And then look forwards. Bending your knees, lift your heels. As you inhale, step your feet between your hands at the front. Lift your chest. And as you exhale, fold forwards over your thighs. Soften your knees here. Take a couple of rounds of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then as you're ready, slowly roll up from the base of your spine to come up and stand. Feet together, big toes touching, heels grounded. Press your thighs back. Draw your chest up and draw your tailbone down. And we'll start with a few salutes to warm up, using lunging salutes to release tension in the hips. On your next inhale, reaching your arms overhead, look up. Folding forwards, exhale, follow your breathing as you bring your hands either side of the feet to the floor, Uttanasana. Inhale, extend your spine forwards, you can bring your palms to your shins here. And then as you exhale, step your right foot back and bring your knee down to the floor. Reaching your arms overhead, inhale, lift out of the lower belly. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the ground. As you inhale, step to plank. As you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, bent knees or straight legs. Inhale, rise into cobra or upward facing dog. And as you exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Take an inhale in downward facing dog, lifting through your hips. And then as you exhale, step your right foot between your hands at the front. Take your back knee to the floor. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach the arms, look up. As you exhale, lower your hands back to the floor. Stepping forwards, inhale, feet together. Exhaling, fold forwards. Inhaling, reach the arms wide, come up, look up, press the feet, lift the chest. Exhale, lower just your arms back down. Left side, inhale, reach up, look up. As you exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, left foot steps back, knee to the floor. Reaching the arms, inhale, look up. Exhaling, lower the hands. Inhale, plank. Exhaling, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rise into your back bend. Exhaling, press back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale in downward facing dog. As you exhale, step your left foot through between your hands, take your back knee to the floor. Inhaling, sweep your arms overhead, look up. Exhaling, lower the hands back down. Step forwards, inhale, feet together. Exhaling, fold forwards. Inhaling, reach the arms wide, come up. Lowering your arms, exhale. And again, inhale, reach up, look up. Exhaling, fold forwards. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, right foot back, knee to the floor. Reaching your arms, inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, lower your hands. Inhale, Plankasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Remember your options. Inhale, rise into your back bend. Exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale in downward facing dog, lifting your hips. Exhale, right foot between the hands, knee to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, lift your chest. Exhaling, lower the hands. Inhale, feet together, step forwards. Exhale, folding forwards, lengthening the spine. Inhale, arms reach wide to come up. Exhaling, lower the arms back down. Left side, inhale, reach up, lengthen up. Exhale, folding forwards, Uttanasana. Inhale, extending the spine. Exhale, left foot steps back, knee to the floor. Inhale, reaching the arms, drop the hips, lift the heart and gaze. Exhale, lower the hands. Inhale, plank. Shoulders stay steady. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hover with a strong core. Inhale, rise into your back bend. Exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Inhale in downward facing dog. Exhale, left foot between the hands, back knee drops. Inhaling, sweep the arms overhead, lift the gaze. Exhale, lower your palms. Inhale, step forwards, feet together. Exhale, fold forwards. Reaching the arms, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower the arms all the way back down. Adding in high lunge, inhale, reach up, look up. Exhaling, fold forwards. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, right foot steps back, and now keep the knee off the floor. We're going to keep the hands down on the floor for this first round. So keep the front knee steady, back heel pushes away, engage the front of that right thigh. Lift the chest, lift the gaze, take a full breath in. And exhale. And then pressing your palms, keep your shoulders steady, your core contained as you inhale, left foot to plank. Exhale on the toe tips, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rise into your back bend. Exhale, lift to downward facing dog. Now as you inhale, raise your right leg up and back, stretch the leg back. Bending your knee in the air as you exhale, turn and open the hip, drop the foot to the left. Take an inhale here, press your standing thigh back, and as you exhale, step your right foot between your hands and keep your back knee off the floor. And then inhale, rise into high lunge, press your feet. And here as we exhale, we're going to take the hands to the hip points. So there's bony parts at the front of the hip. Take your fingertips just slightly below there. Bend your back knee and draw your tailbone down. And you should feel a strong stretch to the front of that left hip. This is your psoas muscle. Take an inhale here, feel that stretch, and maintain that as you exhale and start to press the back leg straight. Keep your pelvis neutral, breathe in and breathe out. Take the hands back to the floor, step forwards as you inhale, feet together. Fold forwards as you exhale, pull the upper body over the thighs. Inhale, rise with a flat back, look up. Exhaling, lower the arms back down. And again, inhale, reaching up, lift up. Exhale, fold forward, strong, steady breathing. Vinyasa, inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, left foot back, knee stays off the floor. Stay here on the fingertips for this first cycle. Breathe in, lift the chest. Exhale, keep that back leg strong and press the feet powerfully. Breathe in again, draw the navel in. And exhale. Press your palms, shoulders steady, inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rise into your upward dog or cobra, spread your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise the left leg up as you inhale. And then as you exhale, bending the knee, drop the foot to the right and turn and open the left hip. Press your standing thigh back, inhale. And then as you exhale, step the left foot through in between the hands. Back knee stays off the floor. And then pressing the feet, inhale, rise into high lunge. Exhale, lower the hands to the hips. So again, just below the hip bones. Bend the back knee, Draw the tailbone down so you feel the front rim of the pelvic bowl lift, the lower belly engage, and then stretch right into the psoas. Breathe in. Keep that containment in the pelvis. Exhale, begin to straighten the back leg. Feeling and work through that psoas muscle. Good. Breathe in here. And breathe out. And then hands back to the floor. As you're ready, step forwards, feet together. Fold forwards, exhale. Then inhale, rise to stand. And exhaling, lower the arms all the way back down. Separate your feet 6 to 8 inches apart. Inner edges of your feet level. Taking a couple of forward bends here. Reach down, Padangusthasana. So take hold of your big toes, first 2 fingers and thumb. Allow your weight to shift forward slightly. If you need to bend your knees here, please do. Inhale, extend the spine. And as you exhale, fold forwards over your legs. So as you're folding forwards here, marry your chest and thighs so you can feel the stretch in the centre of your hamstrings. And then as you're able to build flexibility in your legs, start to straighten your legs. Breathe in again. Shoulders draw back and exhale. And then lifting the heart, inhale, look forwards. Exhale, take your hands, your hastas, and place them palms up under your feet, your padas. Pada Hastasana, foot in hand pose. Inhale, extend your spine. And exhaling, fold forwards. So going deeper into the hamstrings now. Bend the knees more if you need to. Extend the legs more if that's available. Shoulders draw back, face stays passive. Inhale and exhale. And then lift the chest. Release the hands. And separate the feet a little bit wider now, about mat width, toes turned out. Heels stay down on the floor as we lower for Malasana, yogic squat. Arms on the insides of the thighs, press the palms together. And as you draw your tailbone down and slightly forward, lift your chest towards the ceiling. So your spine is long. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then take the hands back to the floor. And here just step straight back into downward facing dog. So from here, let's take an inhale as we raise the right leg towards the ceiling. So introducing standing poses now. As we exhale, bend the knee in the air, drop the foot to the left. Turn and open the hips. Inhale, press the standing thigh back. Exhaling, step your foot between your hands at the front. Turn and ground your back heel down. Then inhale to the left, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. So front knee sits over the ankle. Arms extended away from each other. And gaze over the middle finger of your right hand. Ground down through the feet, lift up through the chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, straighten your front leg. Inhale, rebend your front knee. As you exhale, bring your right forearm to the top of the right thigh and reach the top arm over. Otherwise, if it's available, take the hand to the floor on the inside of the foot and turn and lift the chest. Inhale here. Exhale. Breathe in and exhale. And then as you inhale, pressing the feet, come back to Warrior 2, nice and smooth. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Bring both hands over and down to the floor. Turn out your back heel and bring your back knee down to the ground. And as you exhale, shift your hips back into half split. So this is a counter pose to the standing positions you've just done. And as you come into half split, your front heel stays grounded. Your hips sit directly over your back knee. And as you begin to straighten your front leg, draw your sitting bones back and your chest forward. So you feel lengthening through the hamstrings and the lower back evenly. Inhale, either stay here, or if you need to go further, fold forwards as you breathe out. One more inhale. and exhale. And then as you're ready, come back into lunge, shifting the hips forward. Walk your right foot out an inch or two, take the hands down to the floor on the inside of your front foot. Inhale here. As you exhale, option 1, bend the elbows and lower down. Stay here. Or option 2, come to the forearms if that's available. Or option 3, if you'd like to go deeper, tuck your back toes under and straighten your back leg. And here, as you come into this final variation, press the feet, slightly lift the hips, just a touch, so that you can feel a bit more of a stretch in your hip. Dropping the hips lower isn't going to give you that extra little bit of challenge. Breathe in and breathe out. And then take the back knee down for a moment, walk the hands back. And then from here, step back into downward facing dog. Then you can either stay in downward facing dog, or if you'd like to flow through vinyasa and inhale forwards into plank, exhale chaturanga, inhale rise into upward dog or cobra, and as you exhale lift into downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Bend the knee in the air, drop the foot to the right, turn and open the hip, inhale here. And then as you exhale, bring your foot through in between your hands, turn and ground your back foot, inhale to the right, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhaling, drop the hips, lift the chest, gaze over the left hand. Stay steady in the legs, breathe in, and exhale, straighten the front leg for a moment. Breathing in, rebend that front knee. Exhale, side angle lunge, Parsvakonasana, either left forearm to left thigh, extending the right arm overhead, or left hand to the floor on the inside of the foot, and holding here, breathing evenly, exhaling. One more breath, and exhale. And then as you inhale, come back up through warrior 2. So strong legs, press the feet, exhale, straighten that front leg for a moment, and then bring both hands over to the floor, turn out the back heel and drop the knee down. And as you exhale, shift your hips back, extending the heart forwards, exhaling, taking your variation, either staying up, bent knee or straight leg, or folding forwards. Inhale, one full round of breath, and exhale. And then as you're ready, transition into lunge. Move that left foot out an inch or two. As you bring the hands down, prepare with an inhale. And exhale, either option 1, bending the elbows. Option 2, coming down onto the forearms. Option 3, straightening the back leg. And as you press the feet, slightly lift the hips. Inhale here. And exhale. Take the back knee to the floor. Release your toes. Walk your hands back. Inhale, downward facing dog. And exhale here. So again, you can stay in downward facing dog. I'm going to stay in downward facing dog now. But if you want to take a vinyasa, go ahead. And we'll all meet back in downward dog. And then lifting your heels, look forwards, bend the knees, inhale, step your feet in between your hands at the front, lift your chest. Exhaling, fold forwards. Inhaling, reach the arms, come all the way up. And as you exhale, lower the arms all the way back down. Okay, so from here, set yourself up for extended hand to big toe pose, standing balance, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So variations here, option 1 is to bend the right knee, to hold either the back of the thigh or the front of the shin, and bring the left hand to the hip. And start to steady the gaze here, keeping your balance and holding here for a few breaths. If you're able to maintain a strong standing leg, and a steady spine. Then take hold of your big toe on your right foot with the first 2 fingers and thumb. Either maintain your balance here, or as you're ready, start to extend your right heel forwards, carefully working into the hamstrings, taking a couple of rounds of breath. Breathe out. And again, inhale. And exhale. Bend the knees, you breathe in. Exhale the foot to the floor. Repeating exactly the same as you did on the other side. Load the right foot with your weight. Bring your right hand to your hip. Either hold the back of your left thigh, left shin, or big toe. And again, maintain the spinal and standing leg integrity. Try to avoid rounding the back to extend the standing leg. Keep the standing knee nice and straight. And as you're ready, begin to extend that left leg forwards. If you're ready for that stage of the practice, breathe in. Exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Bend your standing knees, you breathe in. Exhale, release the foot to the floor. Reaching the arms, inhale, look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, extend your spine. Step back into downward facing dog as you exhale. As you inhale, raise the right leg towards the ceiling. As you exhale, this time step the foot straight through between the hands at the front and bring your back foot forwards about 6 inches, turning the back heel down. We're going to come into Parsvottanasana, really deep hamstring stretch. So if you have blocks, you can take blocks either side of your front foot and use these on any height so that you can use this to help you get more extension. Otherwise, if it's available, hands to the floor, right hip pulls back, breathe in, and as you exhale, start to fold forwards from your hips. And as you're folding forwards, be really mindful that you're getting the stretch into the centre of your muscles and you're not feeling any pulling either in the sitting bones, the attachment there, nor at the back of the knee. If you are, that means that you're just stretching tendons and ligaments, and we want to avoid that completely. Take another round of breath in here. And exhale. And then lift the chest forward, bend your standing knee. Step your left foot back a bit and drop the knee down. And then again, we're going to shift our hips back. And this time, we're going to take this right foot a few inches out to the side. And as we exhale, we're going to slide the right heel forwards. So this is the variation on splits, Hanumanasana. And for some of us, this is much more accessible than traditional splits when you're straight ahead with the leg. And you might want to stay here on your hands, maybe come down onto the forearms. Take a breath here. And exhale. And then walking the hands back. To exit the pose, as you press your palms, draw your belly in, take the knee to the floor, and then shift back into downward facing dog. And once again, you can either take a vinyasa here to keep warm, or you can just stay in downward dog. Hold for 2 breaths in downward dog if you're staying there. Otherwise, as you flow through your vinyasa, move with integrity and ease. Try to be skillful as you practice. Okay, as you're ready, raise the left leg up and back. So the last of the standing poses now. Exhaling, step the left foot through. Bring the back foot in a few inches. Turn and ground the back heel down. And then either using blocks or hands to the floor, straighten your front leg and square off your hips. Breathe in. As you exhale, fold forwards over your thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. and exhale. Last round of breath, inhale and exhale. And then bend your front knee, step your right foot back a few inches, take the knee down to the floor. Shifting your hips back and then taking that left foot slightly off to the side, and as you exhale, begin to slide the left heel forwards. And this is my tighter side, so not so easy to enjoy the stretch on this side. And again, either stay on your palms. Try to mirror what you did on the other side, even when there's more of a challenge. Breathe in. Exhale. And again, breathe in. And exhale. And then as you're ready, start to walk the hands back. Draw the navel in as you slide the left foot in. And make your way back into downward facing dog. And again, either park it in downward dog for a couple of breaths or take one more vinyasa. Okay, so coming from here, we're going to start to move into some floor work and some seated positions. So we're going to inhale the right leg up and back. Bending the knee in the air as we exhale, bring the knee forwards for pigeon pose. So the knee goes across to the right, behind the right hand. Left leg extends back. Try to feel an evenness of work through the front leg and through the back leg. So the hips stay centered. Left hip slightly turns forward. Lift the chest, breathe in. And as we exhale, folding forwards from the hips, walk out. Come down either into the forearms, or if it's appropriate, go deeper. And take a few rounds of breath here, breathing into that outer right hip. At the end of that exhale, walk your hands back and make your way back into downward facing dog. Okay, left side, inhaling, raise the left leg up and back. Bend the knee in the air, exhaling, bring that left knee forwards, pigeon pose, Eka Padaraj, Kapotasana. Right leg extends back, lift the heart, breathe in. Exhaling, begin to fold forwards. And either come down onto the forearms, or again, if it's appropriate, come down to the floor, or somewhere in between. Breathe here. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. A round of breath on your own. And then start to make your way back out. We're transitioning once again into downward dog for the last time of this session. And then lifting your heels, look forwards. We're going to come into a seated position at the front, so you can either step or you can hop your way through. I'm going to turn around to face you now. Okay, so from here we're just going to take one or two more hip openers and some forward bends. Okay, so let's bring the soles of our feet together. Draw your heels in as close as you can manage. Take your hands behind your back, and as you press through your fingertips, lift your chest. Then you can just slightly rock your hips from side to side. So we've done some external hip stretching now. So we're going to look at opening the inner hips and groins. So this is just giving your hips a bit of a clue as to what you want them to do in the moment. Bring your right hand to your right thigh, lean to the left, and as you exhale, bring the knee towards the floor. So you can feel that stretch coming deep from within the hip itself. Inhale and exhale. Coming into the other side, inhale, left hand to left thigh. Exhale, press the knee carefully towards the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. And then as you come back to centre, option one, if your hips are quite tight, so if your knees are quite lifted, a good variation is to take your hands behind you and press the hands and lift the chest to work the knees down. Otherwise, if you've got reasonable flexibility here already, then as you hold the feet, try to open the feet out so the soles face up and lift up through the chest, breathe in. And as you exhale, start to move your knees towards the floor. Breathing in. Exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And breathing out. And then as you're done, release the legs out in a V shape in preparation for Upavishta Konasana, wide-legged forward bend. So again, if your hip flexibility is somewhat limited, hands behind you again and press through the fingertips so you can feel that the legs go straight, the chest lifts up, and you feel a reasonably good stretch on the inner thigh and the hip itself. So this might be enough. Otherwise, you can take your hands in front of you, and as you exhale, start to fold forwards, and maybe some of you will come down onto your forearms. If this feels like it's reasonably comfortable, then reach out to hold the feet with your hands and try to hold the little toe sides as it opens the shoulders. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, start to fold forwards from your hips. Be mindful of your lower back as you fold forwards and exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Round a breath on your own. And then coming back up to sit. Bend the knees. Bring the feet towards each other and take hold of your big toes. And then leaning back slightly. On your exhale, start to extend the legs, partially or full extension. Lift your gaze, Ubhaya Upavishta Konasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more round of breath. And then bending the knees, carefully bring the feet and the knees back together. And then extend your legs out in front of you. Reach out to hold the little toe sides of your feet with your hands. Bend your knees here if you need to. So again, feel that stretch in the centre of your hamstrings, avoiding any sensations in the attachments. Breathe in, lift the heart. Exhale and fold forwards. And as you fold forwards, start to slow your breathing down now, calming your nervous system. And either hold the feet, maybe hold around the base of the feet, or hold on to nothing. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. One more deep inhalation. And exhale. And then when you're ready, lifting your chest, make your way up to sit. And carefully roll back. Hugging the knees in. And either circling the knees or massaging and rocking from side to side, Just do what feels good for you here. And then we're going to transition from here into Shavasana, final relaxation. So as you're ready, just make your way down to the floor. Allow your shoulders to drop back. Eyes gently closed. And enjoy these last few minutes of your practice, relaxing into the stillness of Shavasana. Okay, if you have more time, then please spend as long as you need here in Shavasana. If your time is limited, then start to bring awareness back by moving your fingertips and your toes. Gently roll your head from side to side. And then draw the knees into the chest, one at a time. And when you're ready, roll onto your side. And pause for a moment before you come up. Thank you very much for practicing. Namaste.